Hey guys, Blazie here. So first vid I did of this answering the question how old you should be to get a fursuit ended up getting a lot more attention than I thought, and just a little bit of hate because people didn't really understand exactly what I was trying to get across. So they didn't really understand exactly what I meant. And so I'm here to explain a few things. You don't need a fursuit to be a furry. You don't need one at all. Being a furry is how you feel, not what you look like on the outside. It's something on the inside that you just feel. It's not something that you can just buy. Now when it comes to the whole age thing on when you should get a fursuit, it's okay to get a fursuit whenever you want. It really is. Don't listen to me like I'm God or something like that, because I'm not. It's all my opinion as a fursuiter myself. I say if you can go and make one yourself, then yeah, do so while you're still young. It can definitely help you out in the future if you just keep on making them. Even then, some people are just generally skilled at that kind of thing. So yeah, start off while you're young. If you can't afford a fursuit, or if you really want one, try making one yourself, and just give it a go. And that's okay at any age. You know, it's good creativity. Even like all your parents in a way, like I think getting like a fursuit yourself is weird, but if you're making it yourself, I think it's great because it's like good craftsmanship. It's a good thing to learn. Though I will say, if you're gonna buy one, at least 13, okay? At least 13 if you want. If you want to make it yourself, younger's fine, but at least 13, and you gotta at least get a partial. Like if you're 10 and up wanting a fursuit, go ahead, like try to make it yourself, you know, and see where that goes. At least go with a partial if you're 13 and so, and that's perfectly fine, guys. That really is. If you want to get a fursuit at a young age, at least make sure it's a partial. Sure, the hands may be a little bit bigger for your fingers, the head might be a bit more bigger, but you will go into it a lot better than what if it was a bodysuit. A bodysuit is a lot more harder to like go into because it's a bit more made for your size, so it's a bit more difficult that way. But honestly, a partial should be fine at that age. A bodysuit is just more likely not to fit when you grow older. And then there is a lot of money involved, okay guys? You'll have to look around at some makers and see how much it costs. You may get very lucky. Sure, they can cost a lot, but for some though, you might get really lucky. But I just feel as though you need to have an understanding of money and how hard it is to get. You may think it's easy with like your parents having like cars and houses and all that kind of stuff. You know, they might be able to afford like the house, bills and cars, and be able to afford food and all that. But it's really not as easy and simple as that. It's really not. Take from me, 23 years old, renting a house, you know. It's not easy. Money isn't easy to come across. And that's all I really want to try and get across, is that money isn't as easy as some people think it is. It's not that easy to come across, really. And I don't really like the idea of your parents paying for it all. Unless you do find a cheaper person to commission. And it's not like it's going to be like the price of like a PS4 or something like that. And instead of getting a PlayStation game console or something, you get yourself a fursuit. And in a way that'll make you a little bit more active and, you know, just sitting there gaming and so on and so forth. So that's not such a bad idea for if you look at it that way. But at the same time, you shouldn't just like ask them out of randomness. Should be like, hey, can you get me that, please? In a way, it's fine if you want to, but I think wait for at least birthdays or Christmas or something like that if you are going to ask them for money and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it is better when you get older, because then you can go out into public just fine. You can meet other fursuiters, go to conventions, and just have a lot of fun. I just fear for those who get bullied. And I don't like hearing young furs being bullied for like wearing a tail, for example. Like there was someone who commented on the last one and he got a bit bullied and such just for wearing a tail. That's all it takes sometimes. And that sucks to hear. That really does. You know, so if you get pushed hard for a fursuit, just know who your friends are. I know it might sound a little weird, but it's just because I do worry for people. And I don't like hearing those stories. I was pretty much a closet for in school. Like, I think only like one person found out. I did try to hide away most of the time, but you know, you can only do so much. But yeah, I do hear other people do go a lot more active and such, and they're totally okay with being out there, that they're furry and such, and that's fine, that's perfectly fine. But it does come with some bullying sometimes. So just please make sure you know who your friends are, so you do have some friends to protect you and such, if that kind of stuff does happen. For me, guys, please. But in short, you don't need a fursuit to be a furry. Any younger than 10 is to me. Just because I don't like the idea of young furs being ridiculed and all that kind of stuff for having a strange hobby. A partial is just fine at 13, unless you're making it yourself. So that's all I really gotta say about this topic. That's probably what. Don't know if I'll say anything more about it. So yeah, I guess that's the end of this vid. Hope you enjoyed me explaining a little more on what I meant and so on. If you liked this video, give it a like, wherever the like thing is. You know, you can see it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, guys, so you can see all the latest stuff as soon as it's uploaded. And I really appreciate those subscribers. It's been going up a lot lately, and I'm almost up to 1,000, so I'm just like, you know, just slowly waiting. Soon. I'm slowly getting there. It's been a long journey, but I'm slowly getting there. Alright guys, bye for now. Ow, ow.